So how's the Kickstarter going?
Pretty cool, actually. I was a little nervous at the beginning, but it's going really well. We've got 10 days to go, but I feel like people get the idea. My problem is my target audience, they use the phone, but they're not on Kickstarter, right? I mean, fifth graders, this is where they're reading, but they're not funding Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get to like their teachers, their parents, people who care about raising the next generation of reader. The next generation of history geeks.
So I noticed that one of my old friends, Anthony Rieger, donated to Kickstarter, and he said that he used to read Chester in the paper. You know, there's a whole generation of kids who grew up around Williamsburg and the peninsula who know Chester through that.
Yeah, no, it's incredible that some of your friends are studying history now because of what I drew for a newspaper in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's incredible. It makes me feel like I've made a difference. And I'm very comfortable with the idea that now my storytelling has to go here so that I can reach the next generation, because the kids aren't reading the newspapers. And freeing it from paper means that anybody in the world can download the stories once they're on the phone. So I don't really care how the kids read the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in still reaching those 5th, 6th, 7th graders and teaching, because every year there's a new crop. You know, my goal would be in another 10 years, another group of kids are telling me, hey man, I loved history because I read Chester the Crab.
Yeah, and they're funding the Kickstarter to put it into brains or whatever.
Yeah! That's a great idea!
Don't stop believing.
So this is fun. I like talking about this.
Exactly. So let's say, worst case scenario, Kickstarter doesn't work. So what do you do aside from that?
Yeah.
Because it's far from the end of the road. I mean, you've had 10 years of self-published titles. You have been doing Chester the Crab for well longer than that. And there's always another crop of kids who need to know about Thomas Jefferson and James Madison and the other founding fathers.
Well, I think this is really my moment. I mean, I'm excited about the Kickstarter because it is exactly that 10th anniversary between when I started putting these in book form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got 31 titles, and I really feel like the next 10 years of Chester is going to be digital. We've got to go where the kids are, and this is where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very thankful to everybody who's contributed so far. We've got 10 more days to go. We want to get some of that support to build and get some nice, unique Christmas gifts for people. And really, you should think of the children.